Welcome to Insights. Thanks for coming along to watch the video here. We're going to talk about cotton today. Cotton's been a primary uptrend for 8 months and a 31% return, and there's probably no other market other than cotton that'll glaze eyes over. A lot of people do not follow and track it and don't care about it, but I suggest thinking against that line of reasoning. Cotton is an explosive market, and when the setup's right, it can really blow the barn doors off, so to speak. And I'm waiting for that to happen here. We are watching the three time frames. Again, we reset 10 days ago. Energy is what's holding us back or we're waiting for in the setup. The primary trend is up, so we're already long. It's just getting that right reset before the energy build. And I'm going to show you that in a moment, but it is going to be the right energy build that really accelerates the up move or focuses the impulse probably across the three time frames. There's no real extension anywhere other than the weekly's getting a little bit long at 44 weeks, but it's not above 2, so it's not really too bad of a concern. We are still waiting for a reset. When that might come, it might come during the seasonal time periods. There's some weakness in May that's coming up, and there's weakness in July. Those would be timing points of which you can crater the price and perhaps set up the proper energy build. We've had professional participation lately, starting right about here and then move higher. And we're starting to move higher again. We could break above this, and which could either confirm, again, would confirm about right about here the whole rally. So it looks pretty good. I guess what we should be looking at is energy, and not much has changed. And let's take a look at that. We'll open that up, and you can go back and you can click the DI charts right here, and you're gonna pull up something similar to this. Now I marked through some of the cycles so we could better see them. What we are waiting for is this negative energy build that we saw similar in about 2010 get released, and then we had a spike. It takes a while, it takes about 6 months to do that. Notice how the release and the spike as the primary trend was already drifting higher, similar to what we have today. Then the price really it just went ballistic. Now we've pulled off the bottom, so to speak, of the energy build. We haven't sent DI quite as high, and we haven't sent DI2. They're still minus 15 and minus 37. We've come off here, but this is a noisy trend. Are we going to go higher here and continue higher? We're probably going to need some weakness or something that's going to spook the crowd, so to speak. The majority of the herd is still pretty optimistic, and you have to shake them out. So we're dragging our feet on the escalation point. Again, if you get a similar escalation here that took DI and DI2 above 0, let's see, we're not quite there. It really set up the market for a focusing of the three time frames, and I think that's what we're going to experience, or we could experience again. Again, the primary trend is up, and that's what was what was going on in 2010 as well. But we're waiting for this to organize. If it gets organized, you could see an easily doubling or tripling of this number right here within a very short period of time, and that's what we're looking for. In terms of anything else, I mean, you can generate some of the geometric forecasts here. There's a video I did with Coffee that talks about it. But other than that, you could probably get a rough idea where the coils would be. An example would be is there's a coil in price from here to here. So if we break above this high, and if we do or when we do that, this is going to generate another set of geometric targets from the high to low. We'll talk about it when it does that, but essentially right now what we're waiting for is energy. And I think it's just something that you're just going to have to keep an eye on. Technically speaking, you're already long cotton. You're just waiting to escalate it. And if the energy build is right, I would go for a more aggressive escalation. We're still not seeing it quite yet. So it's a game of patience, and that's what the evolution of the trade is. So I just wanted to touch a little bit on cotton. It's a waiting game. It's a market that people in general are not interested in unless you're in agricultural or farming or other things, which I'm not, but I'm totally interested in cotton because I've seen the historical track record of cotton. If you have the time, take a look at the lead M, isolate cotton. It's under bale, which is right about here. If you take a peek at that, you can see that there's impulses from the 50s. There's been 30 bullish impulses. They can go as high as 200%. So currently at 30%, that's not anywhere near the old historical maximum that we could achieve. To do that, though, however, we're going to need energy, and that's something that we're going to have to keep a close eye on. So I wouldn't say that that's in the cards just because commodities are going up. We're going to have to wait for confirmation here that the invisible hand wants in and wants in aggressively into a decline. And that significantly increases the odds that this will continue and potentially go explosive to the upside. If you have any questions about cotton, try give me a buzz or send me an email or leave some comments under the video. If you understand what the setup is and if you're interested in more, like the video. At least I have an idea of who's paying attention. If no one's paying attention, then I guess that's just me trading cotton. Then I will do whatever I need to do. And I guess if it does, if it has the right setup and it explodes to the upside, I'll come back and say, I have no idea. I won't say I told you so because that's not how markets work. I'll just say, well, it happened, and there's no guarantee it will. But what you'll find out is the evolution of the trade. Click here and read more about it. Become an expert in it. Markets leave a certain footprint. And when they leave that footprint, whether it's in cotton or if it's in coffee, you can bet that the odds favor a runaway situation. It can be a runaway situation to the downside, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a right setup. Make sure that the time frames are not extended. The composite trend is no longer zero; it's above that, so it's considered mid-cycle. It's not something you want to chase. We'd like to see another reset. We'd like to see another reset where the energy build is much better than this, and then we get far more aggressive. So keep an eye on cotton and don't lose interest. And if you have any questions, let me know. So thanks for watching the video and enjoy your trading day.